Have you ever accidentally created a fake life that went too far? Well, I did, and it's finally caught up to me in the most embarrassing way possible at my new job. So I've always been terrible at small talk and meeting new people, which is why I created Mark, a completely made-up, more interesting version of myself that I use during quick conversations with strangers I'll never see again. Mark is a former professional chef turned wildlife photographer who travels the world and has amazing stories. The problem started when I used the Mark persona during my first day icebreaker at my new office job, completely forgetting that these people would become my permanent co-workers. For 6 months, I maintained this elaborate lie, showing edited photos I found online of my travels and sharing fake stories about encounters with exotic animals. Everything was going fine until last week, when my company announced they were bringing in a special guest speaker for our team building event, a world-famous wildlife photographer who had worked in all the locations I claimed to have photographed. My heart stopped when I read the email. I spent the entire week desperately trying to call in sick, but my boss insisted I attend since you two will have so much to talk about. The day of the event arrived, and within 5 minutes of meeting him, he started asking me extremely specific questions about camera equipment and locations I had supposedly visited. I watched in horror as my coworkers gathered around excitedly to hear our shop talk. That's when I did something so insane. I faked a violent sneezing fit, fell backwards into the refreshments table, and caused such a catastrophic mess that they had to end the event early. Now everyone thinks I'm the guy who ruined the team building day, instead of the guy who's been lying about being a wildlife photographer for 6 months. I've never been more relieved to be covered in cheese cubes and fruit punch in my entire life.